Welcome to my first online class with you. How are you? I think all of you are very happy today because our college has started online classes for you, especially in this unexpected vacation. In your second year syllabus, you have to practice some new grammatical items. Today, I am going to discuss one of the new topics for you, that is special use of words and phrases. In English language, there are some words and phrases that have special meanings and special uses. These are not used normally. In this class, I want to explain some important words and phrases with key points to remember and examples. First one is be born. We know be is an auxiliary verb, that means am, is, are, was, were, and so on. And born is the past participle form of the verb bear, which indicates to give birth. Normally, the phrase is used in passive form of past indefinite tense, but in case of general statement, the passive form of present indefinite tense can be used. Example: he was born in Rajshahi. To indicate birthplace, we may say I am from Rajshahi, not I am born in Rajshahi. Another example: thousands of children are born blind every year in Bangladesh. Next phrase: have to or have got to. Key points: have to or has to is used to express obligation or bindings to do something. Have got to also expresses obligation or bindings, but its use is basically informal and conversational. The past form of have to or has to is have to, and future forms are shall have to and will have to. Examples: I have to go there. That means I am obliged or forced to go by a separate external power. She had to do it. You have got to take a taxi to go to college. Next phrase: had better. Key points: had better is used to indicate the actions which a person should do in a specific situation. It denotes an advice to have a better choice of doing something. It refers to the present or the future tense. The form is always had, not have. It is followed by base form of the verb. Examples: you had better go there. You had better not do the work. She had better apply for the job. Next phrase: would rather. Key points: would rather is used to show preference for one thing over another. Normally, it is followed by base form of the verb if the subjects remain same. It takes past form of the verb if the subject are different. Examples: I would rather die than beg. Same subject. I would rather stay here. Here also we find same subject. I would rather you did the work. Here we find different subjects. Let alone. Let alone means unnecessary to mention or not applicable at all. This phrase is used when we are talking about two negative facts. Firstly, we talk about one negative fact and then use let alone to emphasize that the second fact is more impossible than the first one. Examples: many poor students cannot buy mobile phone, let alone laptop. You can't walk, let alone run. You can't read a Bangla newspaper, let alone English. Next phrase: what if. Key points: what if is the shortened form of what will happen if. It refers worries or anxieties of the result of happening something. Sentence beginning with what if is always an interrogative sentence. So, the sentence ends with a note of interrogation or question mark. Examples: we are ready to go. What if the train is late? He does not attend to college regularly. What if he fails in the exam? Next phrase: as if or as though. As if and as though Both have similar meaning and create complex sentences. These phrases are used to talk about a situation which is not true, but it appears that it is true for that moment. In case of be verb, where is commonly used instead of was. Structure. If the first part of a sentence is present indefinite tense or present perfect tense, the last part becomes past indefinite tense. And if the first part past indefinite tense, the latter part becomes past perfect tense. Examples. She behaves as if she knew everything. They talked as though they had won the lottery. He acts as if he were the hero. Next phrase. What's it like? Key points. The phrase what's it like is used to know the feelings of something. The phrase is used for asking. So the sentence ends with a question mark. Examples. What's it like swimming in the sea? What's it like riding on a horse? Next phrase. What does ... look like? Key points. The phrase what does look like is used to know the shape or form of anything. The phrase is also used for asking. So the sentence ends with a question mark. Examples. What does an albatross look like? What does a ship look like? Next phrase. Key points. But for means except or without. The phrase is used to introduce the reason why something did not happen. Examples. But for your help, I could not have passed in the examination. You would have played well but for a knee injury. Next phrase. Used to, be used to, or get used to. Key points. Used to plus verb refers to a habit or state in the past. Be used to or get used to means be familiar with or be accustomed to. These phrases are used to talk about being accustomed to something or getting accustomed to something. Be used to and get used to are followed by a noun or ing form of a verb and can be used in all tenses. Examples. We used to play football every morning. He is used to swimming in the pond. Next phrase. It is high time or it is time. Key points. It is high time or it is time is used to express that something should be done soon, because it is already past the time when it should have been done. The tense is always past tense after it is high time, but the sentence expresses the sense of present tense. Example. It is high time you changed your bad habit. It is high time we bought the book. Next topic. Lest. Key points. The conjunction lest means for fear that or in order to avoid. It is followed by something which the speaker thinks should be avoided. After lest, might or should is used. Examples. He walked fast lest he should miss the train. Read sincerely lest you should fail in the exam. Next phrase. Would you mind? Key points. Would you mind is used to ask people politely to do something. After would you mind, ing form is added with the verb. Examples. Would you mind taking a cup of tea? Would you mind avoiding bad company for your own sake? Next topic. Introductory there. Key points. Normally, there is an adverb of place, but here this does not have any adverbial sense. This introductory there is usually used to introduce this sentence. If the subject after there is singular, the verb must be singular, and if the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Example. There is a school in our village. There happened a terrible accident. Next topic. Introductory it. Key points. Sometimes it is used to introduce the sentence. This it is called introductory it. Introductory it is usually used to express general ideas or beliefs. There is a clear difference between introductory there and introductory it. Normally, there is used to describe a place, but it is used to express time, distance, weather, etc. Examples: it is 7 o'clock now. It indicates time. It takes 20 minutes to reach the market. It indicates distance. It is rainy season now. It indicates season. It has been raining cats and dogs. It indicates weather. It is very hot today. It indicates here impersonal subject. It dews in winter. It indicates here impersonal subject. Now, look at the question pattern. In the question, you will find a box which is full with various words and phrases. Below the box, you will find 10 sentences with gaps. You have to fill in the gaps with correct words or phrases from the box. You should write only the answer, not the complete sentences. Besides the above words and phrases, there are some other words and phrases which you may find in the board questions of previous years. In fact, these are not so special because they have normal use. You can answer them easily. Don't worry, just practice. If you practice more and more, you will be able to answer all the questions properly and you will secure good score in the examination successfully. That's all for today. Thanks for joining with us. Goodbye.